Hey guys, Matt here. Tonight I'm out here, hopefully, if this light holds up long enough, taking a look at one of the most underrated fairway drivers in the market compared to one of the most appropriately well-loved fairway drivers in the market. We have the Reptilian Disc Golf Armor Tyrant versus the Champion Glow Innova Teebird. So I've got two of each. For the Tyrant, I have a first run, which is very flat, very pink, and pretty overstable. And a second run, which is like this light reddish pink, a little more domey, not quite as overstable. I have I think this is 2014 Glow, little wear on this one, but still pretty stable, and a brand new, fresh one that actually was molded in 2014 as well, at least by the stamp, but has not been thrown almost at all. So, got two great discs here. Got my basket there, positioned at 350 feet. I don't know how well you can see it. We'll be judging these guys on distance and accuracy with a fairway driver. My ideal throw is accurate at 350 or slightly longer. These being more overstable in some fairways I throw, that's the distance I'm looking for from these type of discs. It's time for a death battle. All right, I'm gonna talk fast, so hopefully we can get two more throws in before we lose the light. The more overstable Champ Teebird was the shortest. It was right at 300 feet, a little bit left because of the big skip. It was a circle two-ish distance, right around 50 feet short and left. The pink Tyrant, the more overstable one, was like 325. I had about a 25 foot putt. It was a little bit left, but well within circle one. The less stable Glow Teebird actually was the longest. It was a little bit over 350. It was a little bit long and a little bit right. It didn't come back quite as hard, or I started more right, one or the other. And it was in circle one, but kind of at the edge. And then the red second run Tyrant flipped up, rode great, and I had a 10-foot tap in with that one. Now I'm gonna try some forehands. Well, the light has almost completely failed us now, but I'm going to try to get one more throw in. On the forehands, I hooked the first run Tyrant pretty bad, turned it over. It was only about 275. It could have been better, but rushed it a bit. Both Glow Teebirds were right around 300 feet. One was just short of, one was just over, and on target, circle two's edge for one, and closer into circle one for the other. Both did pretty well. The second run Tyrant was about a 15-foot, pretty easy putt. Great throw with that one. So far, there's not much separating them, so I'm just going to try to bomb one and see which one goes the furthest. Well, I'm picking them up. Well, the light has more or less failed us, but the mildly overstable fairway drivers did not, in my opinion. Both the Tyrant and the Champ Teebirds performed admirably. The only thing I was a little surprised at, I thought that I could throw all of those further than I did that last time. I thought I could push some out near 400, but wasn't even really that close. But I have to say that both Teebirds were right of the basket. They both had pretty easy circle's edge putts. One was at 345, the other was at 365, and I'm pretty happy with that. Accuracy wise, and it's the distance range I kind of thought they would be in, but I thought I could push them a little bit further on a full rip, but maybe the fact that I couldn't see where I was aiming that well didn't let me do the angle I should have done. No excuses. I should be able to throw Teebirds further than that, but overall, pretty impressed with the Glow Champ Teebirds. They're nice and overstable. If you're used to a DX or even Star Teebird, these are going to be markedly more stable than those, at least until they beat in a pretty good bit. But one of the best things about them is they retain their flight characteristics extremely well. So if you have a Teebird that's a Champ Teebird you like today, chances are you'll like it next month, next year, and it's going to be useful for you for a long time. The Tyrants went a little further. Well, one of them did. The pink first run hooked up pretty good. I don't know if you could see it on the video, but it skipped right by the front of the cage. It went about 355 and almost had a ace with that one. That would have been pretty cool. The red one went a little bit further. It was 375. That was my longest throw with any of those discs today. It actually, the second run Tyrant was, I think, my best throw. Yeah, it was my best throw in every single round that I was able to do. So forehands, it was the longest and most accurate. Backhands, it was the most accurate. And backhands for distance, it was the longest. So overall, that second run Tyrant, I was clicking with it pretty well. I liked that one a lot. I actually throw the Tyrants a lot. The Teebirds are not in my bag, but the Tyrants are. The pink one I mainly use for spike hyzers in the 300 to 350 range. It's a little more overstable and not as glidey, so you can really stick it into hills and things. The pink one, the darker pink one, second run, it glides a little more. You can push it, as you saw today, past 350 pretty easily if you've got a moderate to higher arm speed. I would consider myself backhand, you know, the slightly higher side of moderate. Forehand's a different story. I can crank some forehands, but backhand, a little above average, but nothing crazy. So for an advanced player, at least. You see these pro guys out here, I am barely keeping up with most of them. So who wins the death battle? I will give the edge to the Tyrant in this one, and only because that second run Tyrant was the best at everything I tried. The Glow Champ Teebirds probably on average were better because I had my worst throws on 2 of the rounds with the first run Tyrant. Go figure. So on aggregate, they were probably a touch better, but that second run Tyrant was really great. Now, right now, there are no Tyrants available. There are rumors of a third run coming. Jamie at RDG, the owner of Reptilian Disc Golf, he has said that he's working on a third run, and hopefully they'll be out sometime this year. But we're running out of year. So if I had to go for a 1-to-1 replacement on those Tyrants in my bag, I'd be perfectly happy just taking those 2 out and slotting those 2 Glow Champ Teebirds in there, and I don't think I'd miss anything going back and forth. So if you want to try something new and cool when those next run Tyrants drop, check them out. They're a great disc. As you can see, I really enjoyed them. And if you can't find them, or you're an Innova thrower, the Glow Champ Teebird is a great disc too. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you can see the disc in this video. I'm going to try to brighten it up in post. Thanks for watching, and have a good day.